Are we live?
I don't know.
I think we're live.
I haven't gotten a notification.
What's up, everybody? We've got some comedy in store for you.
I don't know if it's comedy or not.
It's pretty fucking funny.
Oh,
There's the notification.
notification.
Damn, I need to turn my notifications off. Let me do that real quick.
What, you don't want to get texts?
Well, you know what'll happen. Where is the? There it is. You know what'll happen, Tiff, is the meltdown people that are having meltdowns right now, like particularly ones from Arizona, from Meade County, Kentucky, you know, the ones that have been calling,
Mm-hmm.
they'll start freaking out and trying to call us during our live
Been
stream.
calling. When did they ever stop calling?
Well, it ramped up again when Todd had a meltdown and put our phone number out again. They put my business number out again. What's up, everybody? So we got some fun stuff to share with you. It's funny, is what it is. Let's start with, who should we start with? It's all the haters, right? They're all having complete meltdowns. Which one you want to start with? Todd, Ruff?
Oh, Nikki says she could be having a meltdown right now if we wanted her to.
No, we don't need any meltdowns on our side. Save that if something goes wrong with court on Wednesday. but let's start with Todd, shall we? Todd got some bad news today. Should we share that?
Sure.
Well, so Todd has been tinkering on.
You try to combine two words.
I did combine two words.
What the hell?
Todd has been lingering right on the edge of losing his YouTube channel. He's been right on the edge of losing it because he doesn't know how to run a YouTube channel without stealing people's content, specifically
True,
mine. Because all he ever does is use my content. So, you know, we don't want him harassing us. So I finally just started copyright striking him. And he got his third one today. I'm pretty sure the YouTube rules only allow 3. So,
well, I think that there's a process that you can go through to get rid of one of them, I think.
yeah, it's like
you have to watch some videos and say I won't do it again.
it's like the extra card in the game shows where they're like, hey, I need to phone a friend, or a lifeline. I think he was able to use one lifeline. But the problem that Todd's going to have is that he's so obsessed with us and dependent upon obsessing with us, and he's sold that to his audience. He's not going to be able to survive without using more of our content. Like, he's so addicted to it, he's just going to do it again. And the interesting thing what I found to be surprising is that, you know, Todd plays this game like he's kind of smart or something.
Oh, no, GJ, no blanket fort. You're adorable.
Well, the blanket fort's over there. We're just sitting in the truck. It's got a phone holder and a light, so
and cup holder, so
we can sit more closer to each other for the stream with both of us. If that's okay with you. If it's okay with you, put a 1 in chat. If you absolutely hate what we're doing right now, put a 2 in chat. Fuck Chris Ryder. Fuck Chris Ryder. Fuck that motherfucker. That's what Bow Wow says. Like, fuck that guy.
What has Bow been up to?
Having fun. Been touring. Him and James Freeman. They've been going out and doing their thing.
Doing the thing.
So the thing that
1 and 2 says Claudette.
The thing that I found kind of a little, surprising, you know, Todd always fancies himself this intelligent person, but in the copyright process, a form is filled out and you detail out the purpose of the claim, and it gets sent to the person that gets struck. And it's very clear why he's getting struck and why YouTube is passing these as strikes in that claim. But apparently he's not fucking reading it.
Well, you know he doesn't like books.
He said he don't like to read. Let me move this a little more. I'm trying to get that just right where I can lean into it. something like that. You might have to lean too. The truck's a lot more spacious than the Escape, isn't it?
Much more. Nikki wants to know if you ever got those Snickers bars.
I didn't, Nikki. I did not.
He's still here.
I mean, I'm still alive though. Let me try to zoom just a little. I'm still alive though, so that's good. I mean, it's what I expect though. You know, we've been together for what, going on 8 years now? 7?
No, not that long.
It was 2020.
6.
6 years
going on
now.
7.
And I've never thrown a Snickers at her when she's on her period yet.
Yeah, I'm not even on my period though. So.
Oh, and it ain't time. So maybe we gotta wait till see if that's effective when the time comes.
Coming in with the word "tookin."
Tookin, word of the day. Jules, the most intelligent people come from Chris Ruff's platform.
Took. He has a speech impediment today.
I was supposed to take a nap earlier and I didn't get to.
Old people do need naps, don't they?
I like this one. I like the next one. Like GS is, I just don't want him harassing us. He's not really funny. But what is funny, let's go to KFAR.
KFAR.
Or KFAT. There's a guy that has a YouTube channel named Kevin. Kevin Farrar. He's like he's comedy gold because he doesn't mean to be. He's a total lolcow, but he's not even really a lolcow like in his content. In other words, you couldn't go to his channel and watch him and it would make you laugh. The dude himself is so stupid that people just laugh. It's like if you had a person like this in your orbit, you would laugh a lot to their existence because he's a fucking retard. Oh, wait, I'm not supposed to say that anymore. He's a fucking idiot. He's a fucking idiot. And he has been stalking us for years now, like years. He was one of the first callers to Department of Child Services. And one of the first people to use his platform to get mass calls to the Department of Child Services against us. Mm-hmm. What an idiot. And like he really has no purpose. And his whole premise is that he's a YouTuber that's anti-First Amendment because he claims that he worked for a sheriff's department as a corrections officer. To which I looked up his records and he was lying.
No.
No big surprise.
Never.
But you might have noticed the thumbnail. It's a picture of KFAT and he's hitting himself. He's going, I can't quit hitting myself. Help me. And the reason for that is over the past few weeks, he's been working with Todd. They got this whole big thing planned out where they're trying to make me and Tiffany look like we're doing bad stuff to them. They're playing the victim card. Well, Kevin Farrar has been pretending with his own. I can't make this shit up. I wish I was. He's made his own. He's got sock accounts, like 100 of them. He's got a bunch of sock accounts over the years. And he's been going into his sock accounts and making threats to himself.
That's normal, right?
He threatens himself with his own sock account. And then he's going, look at everybody's threatening me. I swear to God, he's been doing this for like 2 weeks. And all I could think of was whack, ow, whack. He's hitting himself.
Well, it was a lot funnier when they first told me about it. I was like, so, you mean, let's see.
Yeah, he's been threatening himself, and it's not even real threats, because, like, he probably scares himself in his threats. But, like, he'll say, like, you know, oh, you're a piece of shit, Kevin Farrar, and I'm coming to your house. And it's him. It is himself saying that to himself. And then he's claiming to his audience that he's phoning it into the police. He hasn't. We've got recorded phone calls with this police where they're saying, no, he ain't made a single call. And I'm just like, maybe a welfare check's in order. Dude's doing it to himself.
Now, don't worry, K-Farm. We're not calling it a welfare check for you. So
Well, no, I didn't. I could have.
no.
But I was joking with him. I was like, the dude's just a dumbass on the internet with nothing to live for.
Maybe one of your sock accounts will call it a welfare check for you.
Do you imagine, though?
Be like, somebody's threatening the pasty babysitter in the basement.
Speaking of basements, that dumbass, his wife sold the house he lives in, right? Because it was her dad's house.
Well, then they live in it together?
Well, yeah, but it's her dad's house. Her dad died. His girlfriend's dad died. And it was him that was supporting them because he don't work. Kevin doesn't work.
Oh, of course he does. He does YouTube.
He does YouTube. But I mean, he has a lifetime of not working. You know what I'm saying? What records do exist of him working for the government? He was like, he offered to do like computer email maintenance. He was doing maintenance on their email system.
That's cute.
Right, at the administrative office at the courthouse. So that's what his real job was. But he was a call-in when needed. And the best year that Kevin Farrar has ever had, and I mean, I probably shouldn't laugh, but the best year he ever had was $3,300 for working as a government employee.
I don't like K-Far, but I do have to give him credit. At least he's
Kevin.
Working. Kevin, at least he's working.
Yeah.
Attempting.
He only worked. That's why they make government pays really good by the hour, like too good. And he only made $3,300 one of his 4 years that he was doing that.
Oh.
Yeah. So that means he never worked. Like his hours are really, really, really low. But here's what's funny. So he spends all of his time attacking people on YouTube and making up fake accounts and creating fake victim situations and all this shit. the dumbass, needed to pretty much chill out and leave people alone. But if you're not going to, you're probably going to not want people to find out where you live. You know what I mean? And I don't have any part in this kind of stuff. Like I don't care where people live.
We could care less.
Unless we're filing legal stuff on them. But I do understand how the internet works because obviously you all have seen what people have done to us. So, and I don't condone that shit. But Kevin, his wife sold the house that her dad left her. Okay. And in that, there was a real estate company that came and did a walkthrough while they were still there. And they videoed the inside of the house, like with all Kevin shit.
Oh, I remember that.
Yeah. It was actually kind of like all that shit he does calling DCS on people's kids. His kids were stuck down in the basement with a bunch of old, like rusty saw blades and like piles of garbage and tools. And like, it was real, real bad, nasty conditions in that basement. So, I mean, honestly, if anybody, probably needed their kids to be checked in on, that was not a good situation for those kids. I mean, one of them was a baby at the time.
But did he have them down in the basement?
Yeah, he was keeping them in the basement.
Oh.
And it wasn't just a basement. It was bad. Like the area that the kids' rooms were, it had garbage and like rusty saw blades and razor blades and like wiring and shit like that.
What was he doing?
He just threw all his fucking tools in a pile and it was all right there. So like if
he could have at least thrown his tools out the pile like you do.
Well, at least throw them in a trailer or something.
You don't put your tools out the pile.
Actually, my tools are in really good shape.
Yeah, your tools are taken care of.
But no, the kids' rooms were down there. So the problem would be like when he was asleep upstairs, if the kid had come out of their bedroom, didn't know any better, or if the little kid with the little, bouncy thingy with wheels that they had one of those there. If that kid had rolled over into
hang on. You know what? I just realized
What?
We're breaking our number one rule right now.
Oh yeah, we are.
Let's
Anyway,
not.
the point being, and
Let's
it started
not.
because, like I said,
I get it. You were trying to explain it.
I
But
was just
let's
explaining because he was the one that
Hey,
initiated
Birdie.
false calls on your kids.
I
It was
get
him.
that. I get that. So that part has been covered.
hmm Anyway, but Kevin, a grown ass man, kinda, is over hitting himself. Oh, and he's going, help me, help me. And he's telling his audience to call the police for him. And nobody has. Nobody has called the police. Not him, not none of his fans, none of them. And it is really freaking weird that he's doing that. It's really freaking weird. And he's also trying to get people to call.
Well, he's just trying to contribute to your fan base, you know.
Well, he's also trying to get people to call my prosecutor.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
And he's saying that like 3 people are involved in victimizing him, when really it's just him and his own sock accounts. If there is anybody that's arguing with him, maybe that might be the case. I don't know. Somebody's always arguing with Kevin. You know what I mean? He's always starting an argument somewhere. He goes to Facebook and sends dirty messages to people. And then, you know, he plays victim whenever they respond to him on YouTube. I know this because he did it to us. But yeah, it's strange because he's alleging that I'm one of them. I think I just can't quite. I don't know. I don't pay attention to the dumbass, but he's trying to tell people that we're stalking him. I don't know. Anyway, so there's that one, and then perhaps my favorite thing that I wanted to share with my favorite meltdown that I want to share with you is that the business partner of the corrupt Meade County government officials, Christopher Ruff, otherwise known as Direct D, is having a full-blown meltdown.
Oh yeah, that's the one that I think's like an interesting one because
he's stepping on every foot in the market available. And he doesn't even choose people to go to combat that are combative people. You know what I mean?
What I've seen is the armed fisherman. The armed fisherman is so freaking sweet.
Right.
Like, he is one of the sweetest people you'll ever meet.
Right. And he don't even know what the fuck's going on.
In his video, he's like, I don't understand why Christopher Ruff is doing this.
Right.
And then Christopher Ruff took it and he cut it and he's like just wilding out, going crazy, and I don't understand.
Yeah, this is the end of Chris's days.
He's went off the deep end. So
he's been off the deep end since he became a government employee.
Yes, he
has. I say employee, but he's an informant. That's what he is. He's an informant. He's got a handler somewhere in Arizona, I believe. But he also has
Hey, brown sugar.
which I don't think Meade County, Kentucky government is not going to be able to. They're probably promising him all kinds of shit. Like to get him out of his felonies and the warrants that he's got out on him. But they can't do nothing in the end of the day. Maybe just put in a word for him. So he's getting tricked.
Well, I mean, why doesn't he just continue to snitch like he has been?
That's what he's doing. But he doesn't really have anything to snitch on.
I know, but he doesn't need to get involved with the government. Well,
His
no,
promise,
he does if he's going to snitch either way.
He's not snitching, Tiff. His promise is to ruin what they think is a 1A community. That's what he's supposed to do. That's his job. His job was to take his platform, which had a couple 100,000 viewers, and just turn the whole 1A thing upside down. That was his project. And he always overdoes it like he always thinks he's doing better than he is. So like in his little meth brain right now, he's thinking, I'm doing my job.
I think so, Carl.
But what he's really doing is he's making himself look so stupid and he's tanking everything. And the only reason he has any views right now is because people want to see the clusterfuck downfall. And he's literally titling his videos the downfall of other people. But it's really people watching the downfall of government rough. That's what you're really watching, is the downfall of rough. You know, we knew this was coming over a year ago. When he came after me is when he fell. He came after me for the government. He was wrong, and he got put in check, and he has been getting destroyed ever since. So, you know, the dude just can't help but continue to destroy himself. It's like they're having meltdowns. But I think that because I got court coming up, and I don't just have these two bullshit charges coming up, right behind it, me and Tiffany both have another pretrial. And they have somehow lied to themselves and convinced themselves that it's our jury trial. Babe, do you know that they do that? Who are you texting?
Oh, I had a message that I needed to respond to.
Did you even know about this, babe?
What?
They have been lying to themselves so hard that they made themselves believe that you and me have jury trial next week.
Oh.
They made themselves believe that.
But that's like a year out.
I know. We just have pretrial.
Oh.
But they've lied to themselves so hard now that they fully believe their own lies. So they're panicking, thinking we got jury coming up and we're going to be found innocent. Which we will when we go to jury.
Release the files. Is it appropriate to say on our YouTube channel?
What?
Says, want to know what...
Oh, sure, yeah. Say, have it. Have at it.
Okay.
Yes, Ref's already smashed, though, bro. And I agree with you. Release the files. Our government is bad, bad, bad. Release the files. That's a good name. I haven't been reading chat.
Well, I've been trying to keep up with chat.
And you can always email me at 04, the numbers 0 and a 4, publicsafety@gmail.com. But we wanted to catch up with you. I thought it was hilarious when I got a hold of the Michigan now. I got a hold of the police that are over the jurisdiction where Kevin lives, just to see if he's been making false calls and saying, lying to him and telling him that he's been getting threatened by YouTube accounts, when I can prove to the cop. Well, I did prove to the cops that it's his own sock accounts. I just wanted them to know that if they were getting calls, that they don't need to take it like he's actually getting threatened. I showed them that it's himself threatening himself. And they were like, bro, don't worry about it, man. We get crazies on the internet all the time, and we don't know the guy, and he's never called. Nobody's called for him.
He says, make a list of everyone Chris is talking about and have everyone support each other.
Yeah.
When Ruff tries to destroy the community needs to come together.
I agree with you. But here's the thing. The community isn't really that. Like the 1A community, it's never really been an actual community.
Hey, Steffi.
There's been some people who are friends with each other, and I have a group like that inside of the 1A. And then there's a group that don't like somebody in somebody else's circle, blah, blah, blah. It's just like any other. Think of it like a high school. You know what I'm saying? Think of it like a high school. You're going to have your cliques. Everybody's got a name. Everybody's got like their thing. And that's really what the whole environment, if you're talking about what you're calling a community, it's really what it's like. You got one kid that hates that kid. You got these kids that all sit at the same lunch table.
He says, then make one. You're saying what he wants you to say.
No, we're still united in this. Everyone knows that Ruff is a jackass who's against everybody in the school. He's not going to succeed at shit. Have you not seen who Chris Ruff is?
Hey, AJot.
Will you use your phone for good reasons here and pull up the...
Hey, my last reason was a good reason.
Oh, I didn't even know. I'm just asking if you'll do this. Will you pull up the... two news articles that Chris went to the news with? Yeah. So a couple years ago, Ruff ran to the news and begged them to publish a story for him. And it's in your text.
I'm looking for, there we go.
Yeah, it's in there. Y'all want to hear the news article on Ruff? Ruff situation, because they did a little more digging and honesty than he wanted them to do. Put a one in chat if you want to hear the news article with a little more honesty than Ruff intended for him to do. He ran to them begging them to do an article, and they did the article, and they didn't side with him. He claims that they were like, everybody was in his favor, but no, they introduced some facts here. All right, you want to read it? Start at the beginning.
No, I was going to start in the middle.
The end is just someone that come from YouTube and just watched. You don't have to read that because it's just a bunch of drawn out.
Okay,
I mean, you can if you want.
The first article that you sent me is this one.
Yeah, do that one.
Okay. Says videographer Christopher Ruff says he has a target on his back, thanks to a Gilbert Police Department document calling him a threat. The 33-year-old Mesa man, who calls himself a First Amendment auditor, is well known among Valley law enforcement for showing up at scenes with a camera in hand to record officers in action from a public space. He's also not above taunting them in the videos, calling them dumbasses and stupid if he feels they're overstepping their authority. Ruff, who goes by the handle DirectD, uploads these videos on YouTube and other social media platforms. His YouTube channel has 233,000 subscribers. This time, however, one of his videos landed him on a Gilbert Police Officer Awareness Bulletin.
Uh-oh. Here we get into it. Make sure y'all are listening closely here.
Wait, what are the twos for?
The twos are people that didn't want to hear it.
Oh.
I think, unless they changed the votes. Because I said put a one in chat if you want to hear it.
Oh, everybody's saying twos.
Oh, that's got to be something else. And remember, they're 10 seconds behind us, honey, so...
Oh, I know, but I'm so confused.
Okay.
If I don't want to hear it, I don't want to read it.
Well, they're almost done with it anyway. And I want to tell you all the facts behind it anyway. We've done some research and got some records on this. Okay. So in a video, the date was what? Just read it again.
Look at... Oh.
It's Nikki that said something is what they're trying to tell you.
Oh, okay.
Nikki did a vote. We'll see it in a minute.
All right.
We need to do this.
Do you want me to continue reading?
Yeah, I want you to read the date of the video that they're discussing here.
It's June 24th video.
There was a video that he published on June 24th. It was a live stream. And in that video, Ruff did what Ruffy does. He threw a little hissy fit. We got all mad and he threw a little hissy fit and he couldn't watch his stupid little mouth. And he said some shit. And she's about to read you what he said. And we all know this is Ruff. This is what he does.
All right. It says Mr. Ruff's threatening statements directed at the law enforcement community in the original June 24th video warranted the Gilbert Police Department to prepare an officer awareness bulletin, which provides notifications and awarenesses to the law enforcement community. And Department spokeswoman Brenda Carrasco in an email statement. The officer awareness bulletin outlined the threatening statements directed at the law enforcement community, cautions the officers who may contact Mr. Ruff regarding his threatening statements, and provides that there was no probable cause to arrest Mr. Ruff at that time related to his June 24th video. Carrasco did not respond to questions such as how many other individuals had the department issued bulletins on, how widespread Ruff's bulletin was disseminated, and how a person who is considered a threat is handled during an encounter. That bulletin means you're a threat, Ruff said in an interview. I've only ever documented them. I've never committed a crime. This is the beginning of the end for the First Amendment.
Wait a minute. That's Ruff's quote. He said he didn't commit a crime. But if he didn't commit a crime, then he wouldn't have pulled the video and edited the crime out of the video. She's going to go on.
Okay. He says, enjoy it while it lasts. Ruff said his purpose is to catch violations of his First Amendment rights and hold police accountable for following rules and procedures. Gilbert Police said Ruff posted a video on June 24th
Here it goes.
directing threats towards law enforcement.
Uh-huh.
Christopher states in his 13.5-minute long video that he will cut the heads off of law enforcement officers.
Wait, what? What did Christopher Ruff state in his fucking video? Wait a minute, wait. Before you say it again, before you read it really loudly, this is the business partner of a corrupt Kentucky government official from Meade County, Kentucky, who has pressed 15 false charges on me. And here's what Ruff said in one of his First Amendment audit videos. Go.
That he will cut the heads off of law enforcement officers.
What?
And they will not be able to survive an encounter with him.
He's going to cut their fucking heads off, is what he said. He said he was going to cut their fucking heads off. I hate to tell you, Ruff, but that's a crime, you fucking moron.
Yeah.
You can't tell somebody you're going to cut their fucking head off. And look, it was only a year later that he held a knife to the screen saying he was coming to kill my horses. That's illegal, dude. What an idiot. That is a Kentucky corrupt official's business partner right now. What? Okay. That wasn't the only thing he said in this video that he cut out of the video and then republished it on different platforms. Go ahead.
Christopher also states at the end of his video he is going to smoke any cop that comes after him.
He said, I hate to tell you, any of you cops come after me, I'm going to smoke you. For him, it's smoke you. Many myths. So he threatened the police as a whole, all of them. And he goes, I'm going to cut your fucking heads off and you will not survive an encounter with me. Well done, dumbass.
Oh, well, now this one's super hard to believe. It says the bulletin goes on to note that Ruff has a history of posting degrading and defamatory comments towards law enforcement and court officials on his YouTube channel, Direct D, after having interactions with them.
Now, wait, remember, y'all, this was Chris calling around to different news media sources and begging them to publish an article about him. He's been telling people on YouTube that what they wrote was in his favor. Put a one in chat if you think this is not in Chris's favor. He's the one that asked for this.
Like it's not in his favor.
This doesn't sound like it's in his favor to me. Put a one in chat if you agree. It's not in his favor. This don't look good on you, Ruff. And this is only one article. You got two companies to publish stories, and we'll go over both of them, buddy. He's over there having fights with all the people that used to support him and built his YouTube channel while we're over here exposing his dumb ass. I hope he turns it on and watches this. We know you'll see it in a little bit, Ruffy boy. All right, go ahead, baby.
It cautioned officers that Ruff is not allowed to have weapons.
Oh, that's right, because he spent 7 or 8 years in the federal pen for threatening to kill a teenager with a loaded gun that he beat the shit out of, where he fraudulently got him to bring $1,000, making him think he was going to help him buy a car.
Yes, Kelly W. I even took time out to go and watch the video that the armed fisherman.
Armed fisherman.
Not the angry fisherman, the armed fisherman.
Yeah, we'll put a link to the armed fisherman's video in this. He's really confused because he's just a nice guy that hasn't kept up with things.
And I was really confused because I don't watch YouTube and I didn't even know his channel name. Sorry.
We'll put the link in to his video and you all can go over there and help him understand what's going on with Ruff.
If you want
afterwards. Right.
Okay, so it says, but it is unknown at this time if he has access to any. Talking about the weapons.
Yeah.
Ruff served a 7-year prison sentence for armed robbery and kidnapping and was released in 2017. Since then, his run-ins with the law, including jail time, have been over his filming and streaming.
That's what he's saying.
In October 2022, a Mesa judge sentenced Ruff to 5 days in jail over videotaping 4 police incidents and walking into a restricted area in Mesa City Plaza building after being told not to. Ruff also was ordered not to film police in Mesa for 3 years.
Actually, in that video, what he did was they had the upstairs was restricted from public access because the upstairs didn't have anything for the public up there. And Ruff,
Oh, I remember that video. We were both laughing at
we
it.
were laughing because it was obviously
Yeah.
a properly restricted area.
Right.
And he's just such a Billy Badass on the internet that he had to walk up there, and he goes, "I'm Direct D. Don't you know who I am? Don't you know who I am? I can go up these steps if I want to." And he did. He went up the steps, and the cops were like super cool with him in the moment. And then they all talked to each other about it, and they're like, "No, man, don't, just because he's a fucking, YouTuber, don't let him get away with doing something that's not okay." And they went out and arrested him. I'm all for challenging when there is violations going on. I'm all for that. But Ruff never did really do that. He only ever instigated and tried to start controversy to get clicks and views, which worked for him.
The only thing that I've ever really seen from Ruff, except for what I've been forced to watch lately, is the video that we watched where we were laughing at him about him going upstairs.
Mm-hmm.
Him being a bumper jumper.
The bumper jumping. Like, he goes out with a group of people who are trying to actually do something, and for like everybody else was doing their thing, like following the law along the way, like on the boundary of following the law.
Mm-hmm.
And Ruff decides that he's going to show off, and he jumps on the cop car's bumpers and starts jumping up and down. It was almost like he was trying to get the group arrested. Put a one in chat if y'all think maybe he was trying to get everybody arrested, Freeman and everybody.
Did he get arrested?
No.
Oh.
But it seems to me like he was trying to get everybody else in trouble, is what I think. We got some ones flying on that one too.
Oh, I seen something about one of the trolls. That troll is absolutely irrelevant.
I don't care. All right.
I was trying to think
I think
of the
that
other
one's
time.
pretty much over, isn't it?
Well, it also says, the bulletin also warned officers to exercise extreme caution when conducting enforcement or making an arrest.
That's reasonable. If the dude says that if you encounter me, I'm going to smoke you and cut your fucking head off, there's nothing wrong with putting a bulletin out, say, "Hey, be careful. We don't even know. We've been told this guy still has weapons. He's a felon. He's been saying he's going to smoke us and cut our heads off."
And the bulletin also stated that Ruff posts the home addresses, phone numbers, and private photos of law enforcement and court officials, and has invited viewers to contact those individuals in a harassing manner.
Now, I actually got screenshots and copies and the edited out portions of this video.
So Gluck believes that they did arrest him for being a bumper jumper.
Oh, did he get arrested for jumping on the bumper? My bad. Thank you. I didn't know that, but I think he was trying to screw it up for everybody. Knowing what I know, knowing now what I know about him, I think he's been an infiltrator for a long time. I think when he first got out of trouble, in other words, got released, because the judge was way too lenient on him. That didn't even make sense. Do you remember the judge?
I don't disagree with you. Release the files, and we're not overlooking what you said at all.
No, not at all. And we're working on it. We're working on the group thing. This is part of it. This is how we share information with each other too. It's not just for you guys. It's also for other YouTubers who will watch these videos and share, and we'll collaborate. And
do you want me to go to the other?
Well, I'll elaborate a little bit on that. So he picked four. Chris had picked four people that he didn't like in the excuse me. Damn. He had picked four people that he didn't like that he bumped heads with in Gilbert government. And he had published photographs that he'd taken of their house, and it included the address in the photograph. And he was making threats. And then he published their personal phone numbers. Now, we're not talking about their government phone numbers. He found out the private phone numbers of these individuals. So it's kind of interesting. Once again, you got this business partner of a corrupt Kentucky government official who has accused me of doxing his house when I actually just doxed the fucking government webpage, right? It's not doxing. I just put up the government webpage. It's public information from the government. where
Yeah.
Chris actually did do the things that Scarborough is accusing me of. Now, isn't that fucking interesting? That to me
Hmm.
is wild. That the
That
partner
is crazy.
of the corrupt official from Kentucky
Hey, caveman.
literally did exactly what they're falsely accusing me of.
Hmm.
He
That
actually did
is
that.
curious.
And I have copies of that. And I've put them on my community tab. So if you scroll my community tab, you'll see the original post of those homes. And I did blur out. It wasn't Chris that blurred out the address. That was me that did that. Because in the original screenshot, I won't do it to him. He did. He put their phone number on it and their address, and I blurred it out when I published it on my community tab to show you guys the facts.
Yeah, I think he did think that he was going to be A-okay whenever he was contacted by JJ.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he thought JJ was going to be able to help him. He still thinks that. It's so funny. It's so fun. Nothing's going to save him. Like, it doesn't matter where he goes and what he does. Hiding in the desert ain't saving him. Business partnering with the corrupt government ain't saving him. Like, he's going back to prison for life. Because it wasn't just that. That 24th video. What was the date? June 24th. It wasn't just that video. He went on and did more videos where he also made, like, I've got a clip that where Ruff said that he was going to chop a commissioner up into pieces and feed him to his goats. You can't say that kind of shit. That is illegal. You can't say that kind of shit.
Well, we don't know about for life. I mean, you know.
I mean, I'm being.
That was a bit dramatic.
A long time. I mean.
It's a long time.
A long time. He's going to prison for a long time.
Or, you know, I mean, he may just hide out in his she shed for the rest of his life.
They'll get him eventually there. So they got a warrant to get into his Google account in which the emails were being sent to. The one he was using to contact the Gilbert government. They got a warrant to get into that email. Well, most YouTubers have
targeted patent.
Most YouTubers have multiple emails, and you might save your videos in a different email account than the one you use to send emails. Like, you'll still use a Gmail account probably to save photos in Google Photos, which includes your videos. But I'll bet you the reason they didn't find the videos they were looking for is because he probably has his Google Drive under a different email for his videos. That's what I think happened. That's why I don't think they got him when they got that warrant. I think the only thing they were able to find is just emails that he'd sent. And it wouldn't be all of them because he uses multiple accounts. And I know some of his email accounts because he sent us threatening emails. Mm-hmm. So, like, I'll gladly give them.
That's just an awful lot of trouble, though, to, like,
well, that's what people do.
Well, I mean,
that's what trolls do.
He does have a lot of time on his hands.
That's what trolls do, honey.
Yeah.
All he's doing is living in a fucking, like a fucking storage shed with no running water, taking shits in buckets and playing on the internet.
Well, I mean, a shipping container is a lot bigger than a storage shed.
Oh, well, not really. Shipping container is just like a dumpster. It's the size of like one of them long rollback dumpsters. That's it.
No, I thought they were the size of a semi.
Oh, hell no.
Like a tractor trailer.
No, they ain't that big. Semi is 57 feet. No.
Well, the houses I've seen that they've built are bigger.
Yeah, I've seen the pictures of what he's got. It's just like the size of a rollback dumpster.
Okay.
I think it actually used to be a dumpster, a rollback. It's one of those.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. Okay. With no running water. Anyway, let's move on to the other articles. So he begged 2 different mainstreams to write articles about him. And neither one of them turned out so hot for this hot shot.
This one's from Gilbert Sun News. So it says a self-described First Amendment auditor says the Gilbert Police Department is hounding him, going as far as to serve a search warrant to Google for his Gmail account. Mesa videographer Chris Ruff claimed police wanted to find out who in the department leaked him the Officer Awareness Bulletin last year that labeled him a threat to the law enforcement community.
Wait, he wasn't supposed to get a copy of that because it was just for police? that bulletin that he got, he wasn't supposed to get a copy of it, which kind of smells like he might be a snitch, doesn't it? Maybe his handler told him, hey, man, don't share this, which we know Chris can't help himself but to share it. I'm put it on in chat if you think this is possible. I think the fucker, his handler that he snitches to, that he's working with, gave him a copy of it and said, you need to chill the fuck out, dude.
Hey, Linda.
That's what I think. Anyway, go ahead. Sorry.
It's a personal account, Ruff said. I used to email the Gilbert and Mesa courts with this email, with my court stuff. Ultimately, they are not going to find anything in that email.
In that email.
That's not the concern. What's important is Gilbert is trying to use a felony warrant through Superior Court to access my emails to find my contacts. I guess it would be. Yeah.
Well, what he didn't want everybody to know is that part of the reason for the search warrant was because they wanted to pull the video that he edited out the death threats in, which would make it a felony.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, I'm not arguing whether or not they were right by making it a felony warrant, but I would think that if they had probable cause to that felony being committed, which would be intimidation, then I think they had an argument. I think the state had a fucking argument to use it, and didn't they win? Or yeah, they won and they got in it.
Mm-hmm.
So the state won,
right?
And it wasn't until after Ruff stole over 20 grand from his viewers because he said he needed the money for a lawyer, and then his lawyer was free.
Oh, is that when that was?
Yeah. So here he is fucking bitching about people collecting James Freeman's bond money, but he collected 20 grand and never even fucking had to spend a penny on it. Anyway, go ahead.
It says the March 29th search warrant demanded Google to hand over any and all records associated with Ruff's Gmail account, including the contents of any and all emails stored in the account between June 1st, 2023 to July 17th, 2023. The warrant does not name Ruff, but the Google ID Sushi Bruja at gmail.com.
Mm-hmm.
Can't really
That's
see
one of his 3 that I know of emails.
Ruff, who calls himself a guerrilla journalist, is notorious among Valley law enforcement for video recording them at scenes where officers are working.
Well, there's information he didn't want out. Damn, they found out about his connection with that guerrilla group. Uh-oh. Oh, did we just expose something you didn't want heard, Ruff? Like how you fucking wash your money in that group? Damn. I didn't mean for that to slip so soon.
Well, he did call himself that, so.
Yeah, but he's been hiding that from YouTube, babe. Because it ties back to a lot of his business ventures. Mm-hmm. Gorilla? Yeah. Anyway, keep that noted. Stick a pin in it.
Stick a pin in it. He then uploads these videos on his YouTube channel, where he has 285,000 subscribers and on other platforms. Using the social media moniker Direct D, he has said the purpose behind his videos is to catch violations of First Amendment rights and hold police accountable for following rules and procedures. He's not above taunting the cops in his videos.
Oh no, they even said he taunted the cops. Bumper jumper.
However, Ruff says he's stopped all video recording in the state after he was alerted of the bulletin, which he said at the time was like putting a target on his back. Oh, he was a target on his back. A bulletin saying that you threatened to kill our cops was a target on his back. Nah. At no time am I playing the victim. Oh, he says, I have not been arrested or filmed any Arizona police officers in almost a year. Oh, so he flipped, and now he's trying to destroy everybody that can film the police because they did not threaten the lives. Right. There are, however, recent videos on Ruff's YouTube channel of him filming in other states. Oh, yeah, right. Like we know all about him coming to other states, don't we? He likes to travel to other states. You would think that he would be afraid to leave though, because he's got a bunch of warrants.
He likes to convince Jim Freedom to blow in his little thing to start the car.
He has one of those.
Yeah, Jim Freedom does. And Jim Freedom's like his little bitch chauffeur that goes and picks Chris up from the dumpster and takes him to other states so he can go threaten people like us. Yeah. And visit. He went and visited DMA in Colorado. Remember that?
Yeah.
That was all Jim Freedom driving. Before he started his car, he's going to go. It's really weird.
Yeah, it was really weird just watching him do it. You know, like reenacting it. You don't even have one.
Perk up, baby. Come on. Have fun.
Sorry. I'm tired.
Have a little fun with it.
Wingspan says I'm not missing anything.
With Jim Freedom. Yeah. He's a boring one. Anyway. He's part of Guerrilla Publishing too, by the way. Stick a pin in it. Ruff is going to be so mad when he hears this one. Who's restreaming me? Who's restreaming me? Is it Bow or is it Chris? I know it ain't Todd. He don't want his fourth copyright strike. Look at that. Zippy Doogal gave us $10. What's it say?
It says Dee Dee has lead poisoning from licking the walls of his shed.
You must have seen the paint job on that fucking piece of shit too. Oh my God.
That's funny.
It looks like lead poisoning. That was a good one. Thank you for the $10.
Old Broad says you're enjoying this way too much.
I mean, yeah, but this is a guy who went in business to try to put me in prison. Like literally started a business with a corrupt government official with nothing behind it. No reason to hate me. He just wants me to go to prison for no reason.
Stoffel, I did not know that DMA dumped Ruff.
Yeah, everybody dumped Ruff.
Well,
except for Dan. I don't know why Dan won't fucking get off the shitter.
I don't know. Leave Dan to do whatever it is.
Dan's doing Dan.
Doing. Let Dan do Dan. I mean,
I'm not picking on him.
He seems like an alright guy.
Well, I mean, he came and visited us. He rode my horse.
That's what I'm saying. He seems like an alright guy.
I think he just wants to stay out of it, but he's right in the middle of it, trying to stay out of it, which is fucking funny.
Like he's in the middle of a car crash all around him, and he's just want to keep
pretending
right on
everything's
walking.
good.
He's like, everything's fine. He's like, is that the grocery store up there?
Like, what are you ordering off the menu while he's sitting there next to you at the
With
restaurant?
blinders on. He's like, so, how's
shit.
everybody doing tonight?
All right, you want to hurry up and finish? Oh, you moved the article. Or you're done with it?
No. I mean, if you want me to continue reading it. It
I
says,
think
according to Gilbert police, there was probable cause that supported the issuance of the warrant, which is used to help officers in their investigation. The department would not confirm or refute.
So they had probable cause, even, which means they had enough facts to be able to get the damn warrant in the first place. Well, yeah, there you go.
The incident you are referring to is an active investigation, and we are unable to provide additional information at this time, stated an email from Gilbert Police.
That's what they always do in open investigation in cases. Well, what they're supposed to do. What they're not supposed to do is have a government official go to YouTube.
And then Ruff stated, I completely have no open cases in Gilbert, no warrants and no charges.
Which is a flat out fucking lie.
But
he did, and he does still today.
What happened? Oh, it says the bulletin. I thought it said the ballerina. I was like, oh, now they're calling him a ballerina.
That would be more fitting. Christopher Ballerina. Goodness.
Yeah, I think that's about the gist
of it. Yeah. So there you go. Like, that's what's really going on.
It says Ruff said that the Gilbert detectives who filed the warrant thinks there's a government official or people who work for the police that is leaking him information. He maintained that he is protected under the Federal Privacy Act, which protects people who disseminate to the public a newspaper, book, broadcast, or other similar form of public communication.
So in
for
other words, he
seizure
has
of
a
work.
government handler who gave him that bulletin and it wasn't supposed to. And then Ruff saying, well, that guy's protected under the Privacy Act. It's a whistleblower. He wasn't fucking whistleblowing.
That's not blowing any whistle.
It don't matter. I don't care that he got the bulletin.
As a journalist, I am protected, Ruff said.
But Ruff is claiming he's not a journalist. Which one is it, Ruff? You were a journalist when it fit you, right? For Gorilla.
He's an activist. He's not an activist. He loves his subscribers. He wants to lose all his subscribers. He wants everybody to unsubscribe.
He wants to fight for the First Amendment, but then he wants to fight against the First Amendment. He's a handler, he has a handler.
He can leave his she shed, but he never leaves his she shed.
He can whoop everybody's ass and kill people, but he never leaves his she
girl
shed.
made him fucking run.
Yeah, he got his ass kicked by a girl.
Yeah.
Who she smacked the fucking phone way out of his hand. Like he was being all annoying during a traffic stop, and this chick was like, "Dude, get out of my fucking face!" And she went wallop.
Yeah, and he's like, "Did you see what she did to me?"
He went crying to the cop. He's like, "Please arrest her, just arrest her, goddamn it, arrest her!" He was getting all mad and shit, and the cop was like, "Dude, just back up, like let me do. I'm trying to ask her if she hit you." And she did. She beat the shit out of him.
He's all up in their business.
She fucking, and then they folded him on the ground because he wouldn't leave him alone. They're trying to conduct an investigation for Chris, like he was crying for.
Like a harmonica.
His long legs.
Is it a harmonica?
His long legs went up, and his shoes were on each side of his head as he folded all the way.
It's an accordion. An accordion. He folded like an accordion, not a harmonica. A harmonica doesn't fold like.
His legs, his tennis shoes were in his ears. Chris Ruff, I hate to tell you, dude, but you're a pussy. You can make all the threats you want on the internet, boy.
Right. But on the other hand, he seems to be very flexible.
He's very flexible. It's very stretchy. Just ask his phone pocket. Oh shit, man.
He's like what was that toy that they used to have when we were kids? It was like Stretch Armstrong.
The slime.
Oh, it was like Stretch Armstrong. It was like you could take him and stretch him all the way out.
Is that his superpower? His super stretching skin?
That's what Ruff is. He's a true superhero.
Oh Jesus. Okay, so we just wanted to let y'all know that everyone's having a meltdown that's been against us for the past year and a half. It's wild.
YouTube's wilding out.
So enjoy it.
Hanky Spanky says Bubba likes flexible.
We need to, as it was that the release the file said, we need to actually try to unite, at least in concept, because even though we're not like together like a family or whatever, we're seen that way in this realm on YouTube. We're seen that way. And when you have someone who is opposite of everybody and causing complete fucking mayhem like Ruff is doing, you don't want them associated with anybody, yourself, anyone that you care about, anyone around you. So he is the odd one out, and he needs to fucking go. So we need to take proactive action to support one another, is what I think. Like going directly after him is just gonna like boost his ego because he thinks that's good attention. I think the way to do it is right now he's attacking armed fishermen. So what I would say is go support armed fishermen in this and inform armed fishermen of what Ruff really is, and maybe direct him back to this channel so he can see the facts that we published, including the proof that Scarborough and Ruff are actually literally working together, because people need to know that Ruff is actually a government. He's working with the government directly. Like they need to know that, and not in a good way, not in a helpful way. It's not like he's trying to become sheriff for real. What he's trying to do is help corruption hurt good people who are innocent. And I am that victim. She's that victim. Our kids are that victim. So that needs to be outed throughout if there was a community. Let's start with armed fishermen. And armed fishermen, if you watch this, we support you. We don't know you, but we do know the attack that you're under, and it's only that big in comparison to what that fucker's been putting us through for the past year and a half. So we got your back. We got information. We got anything you'll need. I hear that he's after Josh now, AFA. You know, same thing with you, Josh. Don't be scared. Don't back out. Don't fold.
I don't think that AFA would be scared.
I don't see AFA getting scared, but
No.
I do think he'll try to let it just go away.
I think he'll try to let it ride out. But
yeah,
I mean,
and he don't need to do that. He needs to stand firm.
We tried to do that too, and the only thing he did is he just wouldn't shut up. He was like a little
He's
girl.
working for the government. He ain't gonna shut up. It's his fucking. He thinks it's his job.
Oh, and Jinx, I seen your comment earlier about comparing him to Gumby. I like Gumby. Don't compare him to Gumby.
I know. It's hard to. Yeah, he looks like Gumby, but
not being mean.
It ruins Gumby. Oh man.
Let's keep Gumby safe from the roughisms.
Yeah. Again, we're talking about a guy who claims to have a wife that he loves, but yet he posts videos where he is dreaming of making out with other people on YouTube's girlfriends, and he don't give a flying shit how that makes his wife feel. He only posts pictures of him doing family stuff like once in a blue moon, and he doesn't even have running water, and he lives in a desert in a trash can. So, you know, I don't think anything that's come out of the dude's mouth has been true.
Even though he's a horrible person and he's doing what he's doing, don't say that he lives in a trash can.
He does live in a trash can.
It's a shipping container.
Yeah, but it's a trash can one.
I don't
Tiff, do you understand? They make trash compactor shipping containers. It compacts trash in it. That's what he got.
Want to live in that?
I don't. It's probably cheap. That's what he bought, babe.
It sounds like it would be more expensive.
No.
Well, anyway,
That's
I'm not defending him, but at the same time, I don't want people to think that he's like Oscar the Grouch, like living in a trash can.
Before we leave, address the hilariousness of the concept that was introduced last night after our live stream. The abuse, honey. The abuse. Oh, dear God. So I'm learning, we learned last night that when they can't get their way, when we call them out for being assholes, they immediately act like they're jumping to Tiffany's defense, and they say that I'm abusing her.
Oh, that one.
Yeah, go ahead here. You got the floor.
What am I supposed to do?
I don't know. Talk about it.
I needed to watch that again. So Finkel went on, and it was Muckster up there with him, right?
Yeah, but you're not talking about what they did. Just talk about what the fuck they're wrong about.
Well, first of all, you guys are wrong about me being abused. You're wrong about him doing stuff to intentionally hurt me. Like, I've seen a couple of those comments. And then also, while I was looking back in videos trying to find that one video that I found the comment from where Finkel said that I just wanted some Finkel money. I'm good, Kiwi. I was trying to find the video where it had that, and I seen a video that Finkel had also put up where he said that we were barricading our bedroom door.
Bedroom door?
We're not barricading our bedroom door.
It was our entrance door, Finkel.
Yeah.
To the house, you dumbass.
If you had watched any of the videos that I put out while Chris was in jail, you would have known that it was the side door and the front door, not our bedroom door. That doesn't even make any sense.
Right.
Like, a bedroom door is pretty flimsy, my guy. It'd be kind of stupid to barricade
it. It's crazy how when they can't label me a pedo, which is what they first try to do,
to Kiwi,
then they run straight to saying that I abuse you.
I know. They think that...
I don't fucking get it.
I don't understand the tactics there, because I can promise you, if Chris was abusing me, I would call my friends and they would be here to come and either help him move out or help me relocate. That's not the case, though.
I mean, I don't even know where they're coming up with that fucking crazy bullshit.
Maybe they're still running with the Kaiser narrative. I don't know.
Of course, because it's all the same.
Nothing but lies.
Well, they keep painting the
snap face.
They keep painting my assault record with woman beating, and then they made up some story about a fucking cigarette burn from another case, and they got it all confused. There was no cigarette burn on anybody in my life that I know of. What was alleged was that there was a cigar burn on somebody, but what really happened, and I proved it in court, was that the bitch was trying to make some motherfucking cupcakes, and she burned her hand on the oven, and then used that picture, which was 3 years earlier, to try to say that I put a cigarette out or a cigar out on her.
I seen all of the posts. I seen the screenshots. I seen the post that she had up, and the
I proved it in court.
That was presented in court. Like, I seen all of that, and then I see that she taking it down off of her Facebook.
She had posted a Facebook post showing that picture of her hand being burned, and she said, "My first attempt at trying to make cupcakes." But that was like not even all that. That was not, I was not charged with nothing. There was no accusation of violence on nothing. That was just a girl who stole $40,000 from me. She had stolen $40,000 from me because she found out that I dear John'd her and moved out.
What's up, Seven Cities?
I moved out on her and took off everything I could pack in one trailer load, and I had a house already somewhere else, and it pissed her off, and I had a fucking safe for my company still locked in my closet. And the bitch fucking hurried up and made that EPO with a dirty lawyer that later tried to hook up with her. And they stole the money out of the safe because the judge did a protective order based on that lie about a cigar burn. So, like, these people, they dig on records, and they don't read them.
They don't want to read them.
Or they look for what they want to find.
Yeah.
And then they neglect the rest. And it, but this woman abusing shit is fucking ridiculous. I don't get it. If you, if anything, she's mean to me.
No.
Sometimes.
No.
Yeah. I feel like it sometimes that you're in charge. You know what I mean?
I mean, maybe. But you know what? When there's stuff that needs to be done and he's preoccupied, like, I gotta get his ass in gear somehow. Like, you can call that abusive if you want.
I'm not. I'm
just
kidding. I just think that it's fucking crazy that these motherfuckers will run with PDO, woman abusing, and then they always go after kids. You know what I'm saying?
Well, the thing of it is those three right there, it's very difficult to obtain all of the records. So those are the easiest ones to
make false allegations. Wow. And they're like the most hated in society.
Absolutely.
But yeah, no.
But anyway.
And then when they were going, and Chris was making you cry, that was Finkel. He said that I made you cry. When it was actually, I was mad at Finkel because he made her cry. And then he said that I locked her, barricaded her in the bedroom with the barricade for the door, which is not on the bedroom. She was outside, and I didn't barricade her anywhere.
He didn't say that. He didn't say that.
Yes, he did.
No, he didn't say that you barricaded me, and he said that you...
No, I showed him the barricade on the door at that time.
I know, but what he was saying is he was saying that we barricade ourselves in and leave other people outside, and that's not the case. The barricade's not on the door.
Okay, but he's mixing it all up. And he does it intentionally, and he'll act like he's saying that, and then he'll stop in the middle of it so that he's misleading his audience. He misled all 8 people that watch him into thinking that it might be that. And then in another video, he does more.
You made me forget something that was important. You chatter way too much.
Well, it'd be a boring live stream if we weren't talking.
I don't know. I might be able to make balloon animals or something.
That would be fun. You should start a balloon making channel, but I've never seen you make a balloon animal. Do you even know how? Do you know how to make balloon animals? How do you keep that secret for 6 years? You don't, do you?
I can make giraffes and teddy bears.
Put it on in chat if y'all want to see Tiffany make balloon animals.
No, no, it's only 2 and they're super easy. Anybody can do it.
Okay, get back on track. What was it?
I completely forgot. So we were talking about Finkel and what he said, and I corrected what you said, and
Can I squeeze one in here?
sure, because I'm still trying to go back and catch what you made me forget.
They're trying to twist the narrative. They're trying to say that I said that Finkel was charged with 3 felonies. And when what I said was he's threatened to be charged with 3 felonies. Threatened to be charged. I think he folded under the threat.
Oh, yeah. I just had like a Finkel moment. I remember as I'm processing, and then I don't have a notepad over here. Very handy though, Finkel. I need to start taking your lead on that one.
Well, again, Finkel's not really even important. It's just...
Well, I'm just pointing out what I seen. He said that you should have been in there holding my hand and supporting me.
That was Mustard that said that crazy shit.
I don't like for people to
Ain't
be
nobody
near
gonna
me.
like Muck, if you're listening.
I don't like for people to be near me whenever I'm upset.
That's normal. No, Muck's obviously never had any like...
We ain't saying that, but I'm
Well,
just
what
saying
let me
individual's
say what
different.
I want to say. I'm going to say it.
Well, then you just say it.
See, she's
Buttercup.
abusive. She won't even let me speak.
I'm like, shut up! Leave Buckster alone. You hear me?
I'm not picking on Mustard. I'm just saying that concept that he offered is fucking nuts. If you want to maintain a relationship, you don't get all weird on your girl when she's having her emotions. You got to allow people to have their emotions, and you don't just walk away. You say, I love you. If you need anything, I'm right here.
He's always in the next room, but you can
I'm wherever I am.
Nikki, you can ask Nikki, like, my emotions are all over the place whenever I'm having my meltdowns.
But I never do anything special. I'm just here.
No,
like you're supposed to be.
But I think that you should start buying me Snicker bars.
Snicker bars is not a bad idea.
Yeah.
But what we need to tell them
Alan.
We need to tell them what it was that Muckster said, because it was nuts.
Yeah.
He's like, if your girl's crying, you need to get on your knees and you need to hold her hand and you need to cry with her and tell her how her emotions are okay. And I'm like, whoa, dude, like you're going to climb up that girl's ass. That shit's crazy, man. Like the girl's going to run from you if you do that stuff. So this is just good advice for Muckster. You know, emotions are normal for people. Everyone has them. So the best thing to do is to allow people to have their emotions and to be there for them. Don't get weird and crazy and start grabbing them and like forcing whatever that was. That's nuts. Anyway, I'm always here for Tiffany. I always will be. I love her with all my heart. I think this relationship is mutual. We've definitely chosen one another. Neither of us are being held against our will. We're very happy. You know, I mean, we've been through fucking hell and back, and it's never been because of each other. Tilly. It's never been because of each other. Have we? Jody D. Have we ever put each other through hell in our entire 6 years? Our hell has always come from outside. Always. Yeah. They're trying to destroy our relationship. Like we're so solid that we can't be destroyed by people trying. Even the government's tried. They've tried since 2019. Like the moment our relationship started, people started trying to sabotage it. Your ex-husband went straight to fucking Facebook and started telling people that I was a pedo. I don't want to talk about that one either. I do. Fuck him. Fuck Billy. I'm still hoping and praying that if I don't say his name, that he'll disappear. Well, that's because you're still scared of him. Fuck that motherfucker. And fuck his fucking wife that keeps saying shit and keeps sending fake fucking emails to everybody with a bunch of lies. The other reason that I do not play into their bullshit is because I'm doing it out of respect for our daughter. And that's the only time I'm going to say that. That's the only time I'm going to mention that.
And whenever I'm involved in something,
They're just hiding behind her.
well, I can't help that. You know what? I can't help that.
Yeah, but they're not stopping, Tiffany. That's
No,
the thing.
they're not. They're not. But I'm not going to stoop down to their level.
I'm not telling you to stoop to their level, but we
I'm not
need to
going
keep
to.
standing up, baby. Because the shit that they've
Well,
been
I'm
doing
still
recently.
here. I'm still here.
I know.
And that's one thing that my haters can't stand is that I'm still.
Yeah, but honey, you're not the one being called
I know you're
a
the
pedophile.
one. You're
Damn
the
it.
one that is suffering the damages. And
Yes, they've destroyed my business. I watched a video where Anya fucking Meadows, that bitch, was bragging about having people flood call my company. And I haven't had fucking work in 3 months because of that bullshit. So, you know, you might be okay with it. And you might be all right with him hiding behind your daughter and saying that, don't attack me back because they're daughter. But I'm not okay with getting my company destroyed. I'm not okay
I understand
with my
that,
reputation getting
but
ruined.
at the same time, there is an avenue of recourse, and YouTube is not it.
No, but speaking out is going to happen everywhere I am.
Okay, well,
if I'm
it's not
YouTube,
going
if
to
I'm on the
happen where
streets,
I
if
am.
I'm in front of somebody's buildings, if I'm inside a building,
But did you hear what I just said? It's
if
not
I'm at work,
going to happen where I
do you want to fight?
Boy, I don't think you want to.
All right. So, so what we are saying is that this crazy shit trying to fucking, you know, get in the midst of everything and destroy our lives. You just witnessed how it works. We talk about it. Mm-hmm. We work it out. We figure out a game plan.
I decided that it's better just to do it in front of you guys because, like, the side eyes that I give.
I think she likes to feed them. Is what I think. I think she likes to feed them because internally, I think she likes the fucking drama. That's probably why you spent yesterday like an hour and a half, 2 hours straight.
We're not talking about that unless somebody else brings that up.
You know, we could do that though. Like I just thought of it. We could out that. Maybe I'll leave that right here between us in front of the camera without telling you all. Because if the people that are involved in that continue their bullshit, just know there's a lot of people that can find out what bullshit you're doing, and it won't be good for you. And Tiffany was in the right on everything she argued yesterday. We'll leave it like that.
Yeah, because, like I said, contrary to what you just said, I do not like the drama. I do not.
I was kidding.
I know, but I don't have. I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it.
Like, there was people victimizing the same way that we get victimized, and Tiffany stood up for them. Yeah. That's all I'm saying.
Okay.
Tiffany stood up for the person getting victimized, and I'm proud of her for it. And we all need to do that for each other. When we see people getting victimized, especially on YouTube, because that's where it happens a lot. People make up false allegations, they run with it. They get obsessed and they go video after video after video after video.
Good night, STD.
You know, we're going to bed too, STD. So this is it for us. But stand up against it.
Morning.
And in that,
Donna Kennedy.
Hey, what's up, Miss Donna? Stand up against it. And in that, we're going to drop the link to the Armed Fisherman's video. And if y'all want to swing in there and take a look at the cut that he made on the government boy Direct D yesterday, and maybe give him some information and let him know, you know, that he's got support, that would be great.
Oh, Muxter's not getting any hate, especially for me. I adore Muxter.
Oh, leave it alone, honey.
I know, but I do. I like him.
Yeah, leave it alone. They're drama. All right, we love you guys.
Kiwi is not drama.
I didn't say Kiwi. I said Muxter's drama. Muxter and Finkel are fucking drama. Let's stop with them.
Okay.
All right. I think that's out there. Okay. Everybody knows.
I will.
People are going to try to use our channel to get their channel built.
That's right, Donna. You never mess with a lady that knows how to use a skillet.
She knows how to use more than a skillet.
A bacon pan.
Yeah. And I ain't messing with her. We just have to figure out the right thing to do, because every time we make the wrong decision, it just prolongs the hate and the harassment. So that's why I say we stop
It's a
talking
fine
about Muck
line.
and Finkel and let
a
them
fine
fucking dissipate. Love you guys.
Love you guys.
Hit up Armed Fisherman.
Yes.
Link will be in the description, and we will see
It's
you.
not the angry fisherman, it's the armed fisherman.
I said the Armed Fisherman.
No,
didn't I?
I'm saying from my mess up, I was making fun of myself from earlier.
Do you want the floor before we go? Every time I go to end it, you always say something. So there you go.
No,
You
I'm
end
good.
it.
I'm good.
End it, baby.
I don't do this well. All right.
Ain't she beautiful, y'all?
Stop it. No, I'm not. All right. We'll see you guys on the next one. Love you.